But we have to see if aAa can get a second team into the Grand Finals, which will, of course, be played, I do believe, on June the 17th, week 5. So make sure you check back with us on next Wednesday. But certainly some entertaining matches between these two teams, especially. And SK have really, I mean, a lot of the people root versus the non-RMPs. But, you know, I can understand why, but this is going to be so hard for them, Sean.
Do you think, I mean, I know that people were looking forward to see another playing the mage in exactly this comp, like Druid, Mage, Warrior. Do you think that would be a viable comp? Because people were saying that might be a good team to win against RMPs. What do you think?
Warrior, Mage, Druid is normally to counter cleaves. Maybe it would, I'm not sure versus the RMP. I'd have to use my brain cells to figure that one out, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. So it's going to be Zerg onto Forkin, and it instantly comes in a Blade Storm. I don't believe he's used Pain Suppression yet, but certainly taking a lot of damage. Forkin there, he's going to be Chains of Ice. He's going to be switched onto pretty heavily, and in comes a Strangulate, in comes a Deep Freezer onto RDSA, and Forkin's going to go down. So SK saying, well, screw you. You know, we know what you're going to do, and we know our disadvantages on this map when we can play the same game, and we're going to Zerg your healer, but we are strong. And even though these guys did that, but they did that in Season 5 gear. All right then, guys, so it is going to be round 2. And just to remind you, if you guys are watching this, we do have a high quality stream available. It's called a premium stream. I think it's €3 a month, and we're going to be covering a lot of WoW tournaments in the future. And you can actually visibly see everything in really good quality, almost like if you were actually like logged into the game like we are. But it's worth checking out if you just want a better experience. All right, round 2. 1-0. Sorry, it isn't round 2.
It's a different map, so we won't see the same tactic again, right?
Round 2. I'm not sure what's going to be the tactic. Then comes a preemptive intervene. Then going to open up back onto the mage. We're going to go into a Nova. It's going to be broken, actually, and opening up onto the Rogue. Rogue not taking any damage at the moment. You can see a Cyclone onto Forkin. Forkin might have been trying to challenge the Druid.
It was a nice Cyclone to prevent a fear, because he was running over to him to fear him.
And now Nix has picked up. Yeah, Nix has actually picked up a position behind the box. Kajun backing off. Still, look
at his mana. He's running really low on mana compared to Kuna's.
I hope he's running so low on mana, and in comes the Bark Skin and Innovate, and actually Kajun's going to go down, and really just RDSA and another must be putting up. When you go in with Cleave, sometimes the best thing you can do is just drink an energy drink, right?
And Cleave.
All right, so we're going to continue in on this. I don't know what I was talking about then, to be honest. I really don't.
I think you were talking about SK playing mindlessly and mooning.
No, it's because the more pressure they have, it's just nice Blade Storm, actually, RDSA. You can see the mage getting away. There comes a poly onto RDSA just as the Blade Storm finished. He's going to have to sit in that.
Even though it hit a lot of targets,
it seemed
the impact wasn't that big, right?
Yeah, it wasn't that big. RDSA going to be opened up here by Kuna. Actually, poly onto another, also an improved counterspell onto a Nix. There comes a Fear onto a Nix. He's going to trinket out of the Fear, though. Still RDSA, it's almost under pressure. He's going to be switching on to another, not dropping that low whatsoever. Down to half health, gets healed back up, and you can think a Nix should be getting free healing, but he is going to be low on the mana. He's had to use his Innovate, not pop Bark Skin. Mage is going to be nuking, and here comes some potential damage. A blind onto RDSA, and another, I mean, looking to kind of stop as much damage as he can, but he's put into a kidney. Nice Cyclone onto the mage there, stopping a lot of damage onto another. Really good move. And actually Kuna now getting a bit of pain. Going to back off.
Anyway, getting off a lot of Cyclones. I'm not sure what he did counterspell.
Yeah, and
but usually that's the target. That's the spell you need to counterspell as a mage.
Yeah, it is indeed. So Kuna, I mean, he's been using improved counterspell a lot just to try and get a lot of pressure, as we said. So RDSA taking some damage. You can see Kuna's going to try and reset the fight. Another potentially going to be caught into a poly. That looked like it was stopped though, unless they were trying to do damage to him. But whatever it was, RDSA came in. In comes Blade Storm. That's going to be blinked away from. Potential swap in over to the Rogue. You can see a Fear onto a Nix. switching on to Forking. That could be dangerous for another because, you know, you might want to stop some of the DPS, but another is going to go really, really low. Switching over to him. I think he sacrificed... No, he hasn't sacrificed the pet. Not available.
aAa has Blade Storm up again, I think.
Yeah, well, he used it quite recently, so I have to see if it's available again. But if he does get onto the back of this situation, he could help out massively. Improve counterspell onto a Niggs. Texi once again chasing a Niggs away. Another currently sitting quite nicely. Maybe Cloak of Shadows has been used onto the Rogue. Now it's off, and potentially he could be taking damage. Nice Frost Nova there, controlling.
Falcon's mana is looking really bad right now. He needs to get off drinks. There's him to top everybody off.
Yeah, that him is very, very good for that situation. And that's going to help a little bit more, but Forkin is very, very low.
Yeah,
did I say Texi again earlier? I did.
With a ghoul out, there's no way he can really drink. There's leap to the mage.
All right, so Polly then onto RDSA.
Falcon might get off a drink or two, but Kuna's dipping really, really low now.
They actually made a couple of mistakes, and Kuna's going to go down, and SK are going to take that. So that's 2-0 to SK, right?
2-1.
You're the admin.
Oh.
It's not 3-0, producer.
It is. They won Ring of Valor, they won Dalaran, and then they won this. It's true.
Told you it was 3-0, producer. I hate producers.